And we were on. You know what time it is? It's that time again. Story time. So get ready, get relaxed, get caffeinated, because here we go. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development, and today what we're talking about is being decisive in your decision-making process. So let's get started. I'm going to read you a quick story. Story that happened to me at work last week. I was standing over her shoulder. I was observing her demeanor. She knew and understood the math problem, but she was hesitant to take action. I told her to make a decision. Even if it is a wrong decision, she still took action. Staying in a state of flux gains no productivity. I told her even if she is wrong, I will help her correct herself and learn from her error. Children must learn to take action even if they are scared, uncertain, or insecure. They will learn from a mistake or gain confidence from achieving a correct answer, but no action will gain them anything at all. It all has to do with emotional learning. Today, during recess, she was much more friendly and confident in herself, and this came from the teachings of taking action despite uncertainty and fear. So we've all had big decisions to do in our lives, big life-changing decisions, and we don't know which way to go. We've weighed all the options and we just know what path to take, because we may gain something from one path, but also there may be consequences to that path too. So we got to take everything into account. But at the same time, you don't want to be impulsive in your decision-making process. And a lot of the times we can get very emotional, get into a big emotional state, get very emotionally attached to something when it comes to a big decision in our lives. And we don't think about all the pros and cons. We don't do our homework. We don't do our research. We don't calculate everything, and we make a decision based on emotional reaction and based on impulsivity. That's not a good way to make big decisions in your lives. But you don't want to overthink it either. You want to calculate, and you want to be informed, and you want to educate yourself. But overthinking a problem, overthinking a situation can be problematic too, because you don't want to, like I said in the story, you don't want to be in a state of flux, a state of inaction, because then you're not gaining anything. If you've done your homework, you've done everything you can possibly do, you've done your research, and you informed yourself of everything you can possibly do, then it's time to take some sort of action. You need to start moving. And yeah, I'll give you a little scenario of a situation in my life a few years ago. I was involved in pro wrestling. I was doing pro wrestling training, and yeah, I was in the process of training, of learning how to take bumps, how to fall in the ring, how to protect myself, how to protect my opponent, learning how to perform, opening up to the audience, learning how to do the moves correctly, how to properly give myself to my opponent and my opponent to give themselves to me, and learning how to put on a match, and learning to be charismatic in the ring and be able to engage into the crowd. Months and months and months into training. I did my homework, I did all my research, all my training, and I got to a point of plateauing, where plateauing, just like I reached the top, and a top of my training, and I wasn't progressing because I didn't know where else to go, because I did everything. Did months and months of training. So to me, the logical step was what? It was, okay, I got to get in the ring and be in front of the audience, be in front of a crowd. Because before that, I was just training in front of my fellow trainees and my coaches. I was training to get to the point where I can be in front of the audience. But that was the only next logical step. Maybe was I mentally ready for it? No, I was maybe unsure of myself, a little insecure, not 100% confident, but I knew I wasn't going to be 100% confident. I needed to take action and actually just do it, despite the consequences. Even if I wasn't ready, even if I failed, I still had that experience of taking the action despite the fear. I still took that action. And that's where you're going to get over that plateau, is you take that action despite the fear. And then you pay the consequences. And you fall flat on your face, that's okay. You've done your homework, you've calculated all the risks. I did all the training I can do. The next step was to get in the ring, get in front of the audience, and learn on the go. Because if you can do all your research and inform yourself and educate yourself on a big decision in your life as much as possible. But once you've done all that, you get to the point where you've done everything. Even if you still are in a state where you're not sure what to do or how to move forward, just take action. Even if you're unsure, just do something. Because from that, by taking action, you'll realize, oh, maybe I didn't prepare enough, or maybe I prepared too much and I was overthinking it. And that'll lead you to the next step and to the next action. The story I was explaining to you guys in the beginning of this video at work last week, the child was uncertain of herself and how to take action on the math problem. She knew, she was prepared, she did all her homework at home, but she was unsure of herself because she was afraid to make a mistake. She prepared herself and did what she had to do, but it's okay if you make that mistake. It's okay if you fall. That's where you learn. But if you're not taking any kind of action, zero action, you're not going to move forward. You're not going to progress or anything. You overthink it. And when I was younger, I always had a really, really bad habit of overthinking, like overanalyzing everything. School, when it came to dating, every little thing and it would stress me out because I would overthink everything and I wouldn't move, I wouldn't progress. Because I was over calculating myself and just like overthinking, analyzing it, like, and that's the mindset you got to be able to push past, because I was always trying to avoid as much risk as possible. No matter what decision you're trying to make, there's always going to be a risk. There's always going to be a risk. If there's too much risk in the decision that you're trying to make, okay, there's too much risk. There's more likely that I'm going to fall flat on my face. I'm not going to gain anything from this. Okay, don't do it. Go do something else. But life is a risk. Everything is a risk, and you can't avoid risk. But we get stuck in this state of mind all the time where we become very indecisive in our decision-making process, and we don't know what to do to move forward. You gotta take action. You gotta move. You gotta do something. Even if you're unsure, if you're uncertain, when you get used to practicing taking action despite the fear, it becomes easy. And you can push through that fear. You can push through it and it won't seem as bad. And then you build the habit of pushing through things despite fear, and you stop overthinking it. So you gotta find that middle ground. Like, you don't want to be impulsive and making decisions based on high emotional investment, but you also don't want to overthink and overcalculate everything that you're doing. There's always a middle ground to everything. Find that middle ground and take action. And that's it. And on that note, Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe. You can follow me, Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah. And I will see you all in the next video. I will be on vacation starting next Wednesday, so I will be doing more videos during the week. I'll be doing maybe 3 or 4 videos during the week, so I'll be on that 2-week vacation from work. So I'll have more time to put these videos out for you guys. Because now we're going into a holiday season, and maybe we all need a little inspiration and motivation. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you guys during my 2-week vacation. And then I'll see you all in another life. Have a good day.